Alrighty guys, this is the second part of how to roll and fill a cone. So like I showed you before, I have cellophane available on my online shop in the caption. I have copper and clear available in triangles right now, and they're at raynaartco.com. You can shop there, or my Etsy shop. It'll be in the link eventually here as well. So here's that cone we rolled earlier. Set that aside. I'm going to show you guys how to fill with a clear cone, just so you can see where the henna is going in and about how much I put in as well. So I'm going to show you first what you want to do. Take your clear tape again. Again, this is Scotch transparent gloss tape. You want to do maybe a little bit here as an extra piece. I like to pull off about 1.5 inches, a little bit longer of a piece for the top. So set that aside. I usually am doing this at a table, so I'm just sticking it on the counter. Have our natural Raja organic henna blend here. You guys can buy that in bulk on my shop link, either on my website or my Etsy page. Still working on that. So we have this. Cut the top off my carrot bag here. I have an empty clear cone, so I like to snip that top portion off. So we're going to go ahead and put this in as far as you can, and going to squeeze this in. That's probably good. So a lot of people struggle with this part. I push my bag against the inside of the cone and I clean it off. That way I'm not making a mess everywhere, and it's just a really clean way of doing it. So I've only filled from here to here. That's probably about a good, I don't know, 2 ounces maybe. I don't measure mine usually when they're just for myself. Otherwise, when they're going out for orders, I do make sure to use a scale and measure them every time. So now what you want to do is hold it like this. So the top is there. This is your back flap. So that is what you do want to see right now, but you're just going to squeeze down. So don't squeeze down completely all the way. You want to make sure there's a little bit not running out the bottom here. And that just depends on your paste consistency. Maybe you like it a little bit runnier, so it is running out the bottom. Maybe it's really thick and it's not moving hardly. That's usually not a good sign. You want it to be nice and fluid. So this little flap here, you want to be on the back side. You don't really want that to show on the front of your cone. I've left about 1/2 inch here for sealing. So I'm going to do this kind of like how you wrap a present. So make a triangle. And I make sure I'm always squeezing this, making sure it's nice and tight. Some people like to put extra tape right here before they even make the triangle. I squeeze it hard enough and roll these tight enough that I don't really think it's necessary anymore. So I've made my triangle, and now I'm going to tuck this down one little flap and create a triangle right here. So you have a nice triangle. I'm still squeezing with my fingers, and then I'm going to set this here, and I'm squeezing and making another little flap, kind of just making these little rolls at this point. Set that aside so you guys can see. So this is nice and tight here. I have one more roll I can make. This is where I go ahead and grab my tape. So I have my tape in this hand, my long piece. Kind of roll this down here. I like to make sure it's nice and tight. See, my henna's kind of dripping out. Oh well. And then put that little bit on there. That wasn't super great. I like to make sure it's nice and flat. And then just kind of roll that down. Secure it on the back, and my henna's flying everywhere. But this makes it nice and tight, so if you use a binder clip to keep rolling, you won't have like this weird chunkiness towards the top. Ah, yikes, making a mess. Alright, there you are. This is how you fill your henna cone. If you want to, you can go ahead and stick your pin right back in the top to keep it from leaking out, or if that's just like how you like to package it, that's pretty much all you need to do.